Hello and welcome. You're watching Goa365 News Now. I'm your anchor Manish Parab, and as always, I'm here to bring you the stories shaping Goa, India and the world. Let's take a quick look at the top headlines tonight. Indigo cancels hundreds of flights across India's busiest airports, stranding passengers and causing chaos for fifth straight day. Pretoria reeling after pre-dawn mass shooting at hostel leaves 11 dead, exposing South Africa's deepening crisis of violent crime. Festive gathering turns fatal as speeding vehicle plows into Christmas crowd in Guadeloupe, killing 10 and injuring 9 others. And begin with the top story for the day. An unannounced visit by Telangana police team into Kankona jurisdiction without warning has sparked chaos, creating more confusion than clarity. But the real shocker, residents found liquor bottles in their vehicle. When cops cross borders without protocol and carry what they shouldn't, it raises one blunt question. Where does real accountability begin?
Residents found liquor bottles in the car. They then stepped in, confused and alarmed, unsure of who was enforcing the law and why. The lack of clarity has turned a routine investigation into a debate on jurisdiction, protocol and interstate policing etiquette. Here's a report from Ramesh Naik Raut.
साहब को देगा साहब ने देता उठा के लेके किधर भी मार देते तो क्या होता एक गाड़ी सवाल आती सर हमको मालूम है इधर उधर आया बात करेंगे बोल के बुलाया उसको जानता नहीं आप अभी बोला घर मालूम है ना जी कैसा मालूम हुआ किसने बोला तब तक बाहर जा नहीं जी किसी को पूछा ना कैसे पूछा जाता इधर पुलिस स्टेशन किधर है वो क्यों नहीं पूछा वो गलती है बोल रहा सुनो जी आप पुलिस है रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं पुलिस को लेकिन ऐसा बात है आपका यूनिफॉर्म किधर ड्राइवर तक गाड़ी को मिलता है पुलिस किधर है तुम्हारा एक पुलिस आ सकता है आप भी पुलिस आई ना वो बोल रहे हैं आपका कार्ड दिखा दो मेरे को एक बात बोलो कार्ड दिखा दो मेरे को एक बात
हे काणकोण खोला आणि पळय त्यांची गाडी आणि एकटे आमच्या भुरग्यांक गळ्यात धरला आणि सांगता आपण पुलिस म्हणून एक वर पाहिला म्हणून सांगता पळय आज कशी गुंडागिरी चलते ते गाड़ी में सब दारू बीरू सब लेके आते हैं देखो उसके गाड़ी में सब दारू बीरू लेके आ रहे हैं
माटवे खोलो म्हणटा एक इन्सिडेंट जालो तो म्हणजे जाला एक तेलंगणाच्या काही भुरग्यांनी हांगा गोंयची एकट्या थंयच्याच गांवच्याच एकट्या भुरग्याक धरलो आनी थंय धंदो कॉमर्स केलो आनीक जेन्ना ह्या भुरग्याक कळ्ळें की हो धंदो सगळो इलिगल आसा त्या टायमार तेणें फाटीं सरलो आनीक आपूण हितून ना म्हूण सांगलें त्या टायमार तेणी तेलंगणा वचून खंय तरी हेजेर केस करपाची केस केली आनी ही केस करतरी तेलंगणाचे पुलीस काणकोण हांगा माटवे खोला हांगा पावले आनी तेणी ह्या भुरग्याक धरून व्हरपाचो प्रयत्न केलो त्या टायमार सगळे लोक एकठांय जाले आनी त्या लोकांनी ताका ऑपोज केलो आनी मागीर रोखडेच जे तांकां तेलंगणाचे पुलीस आयिल्ले तांकां पुलीस स्टेशनार हाडले काणकोणचे आनीक राती हेजेर MLA सुद्दां थंय येवन तेजो सोक्षमश लायलो.
The kidnapping was a misunderstanding. The team had come from Telangana. The police team had come from Telangana, and there was an FIR against one person from Phala village. And during the investigation, they were asking him to accompany them. So there was a misunderstanding. People thought that since they are in civil clothes, it's some group of people have come to abduct somebody. So then they were brought to the police station. The villagers have been explained what is the actual issue, and now the situation is under control.
आणि तितून दोनकोता सोडा एक तेलंगणाचो एक किरीना कोण म्हणलो दोनकोतालो आणि जयेश वॉज अ पार्टनर टू हिम आणि हे जे सुमीणा दोनकोताली आमगे नीज गोंयकार आली आता हेमी ताका कोणा ते तेलंगणा भुरग्याक दोन करपा दिलो आनी तितून लिस्ट आधार म्हणून आमगे जयेशा घेयल्लो आणि आफ्टर फ्यू इयर्स जेन्ना जयेशा दिसलें बाबा हें कुत्त्यान सारकें न्हू तो जयेश फाटीं सरलो आनी फाटी सॉल्व म्हूण हे भुरग्यान तेजे कॉन्स्पिरसी केली तेजेर कोणा मुखार काडलो आनी फॉल्स एलिगेशन घालून थिंगा तेलंगाना तेजेर केस रजिस्टर केली आनी केस रजिस्टर करतरीच ते पुलीस जेन्ना माटेमोळार पावले इनफॅक्ट कांय जाण कितें आसता समज जर तांकां समना कित्याक दे हॅव टू इन्फॉर्म द लोकल पुलीस स्टेशन टेक द हेल्प ऑफ द लोकल पुलीस एंड गो एंड सर्व हिम द नोटीस वॉट एवर नोटीस हें ते कांय कोनासतना भायल्या भायर येयले आनी ताका जयेशाक उमान गाडयांक घालूंक वताले आतां ते पुलिसान हाडूंक वताले खूंय हाडूंक वता तें आमकां खबर ना बट जेन्ना हे गांवच्या भुरग्यांक कळ्ळें तेमी ताका आडायलो आनी तांकां हाडून पुलीस स्टेशनान दिलें
एक पार्टनरशिप धंदो करतालो आज 8 वर्सां हळूहळू थिंगा इलिगलिटी जावपाक लागली म्हाका सांगून म्हणल्यार इलिगलिटी जावपाक लागली सीआरझेड वायलेशन जावपाक लागलें प्लस थिंगा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी 2-3 किलोमिटर पयस व्हरून ती घेवन गेलाय थिंगा हांव ते सदां बोवाळ मारता तें करपाक नाका कित्याक लोकांचे आमकां लोकां कडेन गांवच्या लोकां कडेन आमकां खेळपाक गरज ना म्हणून हळूहळू ते पोरं ते हांवें सोडलें म्हाका नाका म्हूण सोडलें म्हणटकीर तो तेका येयलो तें इगो प्रॉब्लेम मागीर फॉल्स एलिगेशन घालून आज ते कितें तरी म्हाका पुलीस हाडून बदनाम करपाक प्रयत्न केलो इतल्यान
मागीर कितें जालें थंय तुका जेन्ना
ते येयले त्या पुलिसांक कळ्ळें ते फॉल्स एलिगेशन म्हणून सगळें कळ्ळें आमकां तर ते आतां तेमी सॉरी म्हणून हें केलें आतां ते फॉल्स एलिगेशन उलोवपाक गेले मागीर ते गांव भाव येयलो प्लस गांवचे लोक येयले सगळे तेमी ताका मागीर सगळ्यांनी धरून मागीर पुलिसांक फोन करून पुलिस हाडून दिलो
मागीर आतां कितें सांगलां पुलिसान आमगे पुलिसान कितें सांगलां तुका
आमगे पुलीस जाला फर्दर इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन आपण करतो म्हणून
तुमी कितें मागता तेजेर
हांव तेच मागता असले आमचे कडेन गोंयच्या लोकां कडेन जावपाक जायना परत हे खंयचे तरी लोक येवन आमकां कॉन्फिडन्साक घेवन लास्ट हे असले जावपाक नाका परत आनी पुलिसान मातशें तेंचेर हें धरचें मातशें स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन घेवचें ह्या लोकांक
गाड़ी में क्यों बैठाया आने के लिए नहीं आया जब साल के लिए गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय होगा अच्छा बात कर अभी दारू पीता है दारू पीता है नहीं दारू का चेक करो मीडिया तुम उठा के लेके जाने का नहीं उसको नहीं क्यों लेके गया उसको लोकल बेस जाएंगे बात करेंगे नहीं जा सकते लोकल साथ में चाहिए साथ में हमारा लोकल पुलिस चाहिए साथ में आपको इधर राइट है आपको क्या पता है यूनिफॉर्म घर पे यूनिफॉर्म डाल के आया डाल के इधर तुमको मारा तो भी कौन नहीं ये करेगा आपको इधर कौन मिले पुलिस को इंतजाम करने का गोवा के अरे लोकल पुलिस चाहिए ना गलती होगा ये गलती बहुत बड़ी गलती की आपने बने और आपने दूसरी गलती झेलना पड़ेगा अभी आपने यूनिफॉर्म नहीं देना घंटा देगा मैं आपको हाथ में नहीं देगा चल आपका ड्रेस नहीं है आप किसी का भी ड्रेस नहीं है तुम्हारा पुलिस मैं क्यों बुलाऊं आप बुलाओ हम क्यों बुलाओ पुलिस का नंबर नहीं करने के लिए पुलिस का मैं क्यों आया है लोकल गाँव में पुलिस का नंबर नहीं तो गुंडा बनता है इधर लाएंगे इंक्वायरी करने हैं बोला ना इंक्वायरी मतलब पुलिस स्टेशन का नंबर नहीं है तो क्यों लेता है आप
Ramesh Naik Raut, Lindsay Menezes and Vaishnavi Salgaonkar for Goa365.
What should have been a night of joy in Guadeloupe's Saint Anne turned into a heartbreaking scene. A vehicle suddenly drove into people preparing for Christmas celebrations, leaving several families shattered.
At least 10 people were killed and 9 others injured after a car rammed into a crowd gathered for Christmas preparations in Saint Anne, a popular town in the French Caribbean territory of Guadeloupe. The incident happened at Scholker Square, close to the town hall and church, where festive activities were being set up. Emergency responders, police, and local officials quickly reached the spot, and a crisis team was activated to support victims and families. Authorities are still trying to determine what caused the vehicle to enter the crowd. Witnesses told local media that the driver might have experienced a medical emergency. Though this has not been officially confirmed, The driver remained at the scene and is cooperating with investigators. The tragedy has drawn comparisons to a similar Christmas time incident in Germany last year, when a car plowed into a crowded market in Magdeburg, killing 2 and injuring dozens. Manish Parab and Sanika Nadbekar for Goa365.
We'll be back in just a moment with more updates. Don't go anywhere. You're watching News Now on Goa365. Welcome back. India's busiest airports faced another day of disruption as Indigo continued to cancel hundreds of flights across major cities. The cancellations have left passengers stranded, terminals overcrowded, and authorities moving quickly to contain fare spikes and restore order. Here's a detailed look at how the situation unfolded today and what it means for air travelers across the country.
Indigo, India's largest domestic airline, cancelled more than 440 flights today. Delhi, Mumbai, and Bengaluru recorded the highest number of disruptions, with long queues forming from early morning. Passengers reported waiting hours for updates as airport staff scrambled to manage the crowd. The airline has faced several days of operational strain. Officials point to revised crew duty norms and rostering challenges as key triggers. With Indigo operating nearly 60% of India's domestic market, even a small gap. At Mumbai Airport, the stress spilled over. A foreign passenger climbed onto a service counter, shouting in frustration after hours of delay. Airport security removed him, but the incident underscored the wider tension among travelers caught in the middle of the disruptions. As cancellations increased, fares on remaining flights surged, prompting swift government action. Aviation authorities issued instructions to airlines to maintain pricing discipline. The center also introduced temporary fare caps on select routes to prevent opportunistic pricing during the crisis. Indigo has acknowledged the disruptions and says it is working to stabilize operations. The airline is revising crew schedules, reaccommodating passengers, and coordinating with regulators to restore normal service. It has urged travelers to check flight status before heading to airports. The impact, however, is widespread. Thousands of passengers remain stranded, many missing connecting flights, business travel, and personal commitments. Airports have deployed additional staff and assistance teams to handle rebooking, refunds, and basic support. Industry experts say the episode reveals deeper vulnerabilities in India's aviation ecosystem. Heavy dependence on a single airline, tight scheduling margins, and limited backup options make the system sensitive to staffing or regulatory changes. For now, authorities continue to monitor the situation while Indigo works to return operations to normal. Passengers are advised to follow official airline and airport updates before traveling. Lindsay Menezes and Arun Naik for Goa365.
We'll be back in just a moment with more updates. Don't go anywhere. You're watching News Now on Goa365. And lastly, for the weather, Goa stays locked into its warm December rhythm thanks to easterly winds guiding the weather from the lower atmosphere. The days feel bright, the mornings carry a touch of haze, and the dry spell doesn't seem in any hurry to leave. Here's how tomorrow and the next few days are shaping up.
The last 24 hours brought completely dry weather across the state. Dabolim topped the heat chart at 34.6 degrees Celsius, while the same station cooled to 24 degrees Celsius early this morning. A warm start but still comfortable for December. Tomorrow begins with shallow haze or mist at isolated places, giving the early hours a slightly filtered postcard-like glow. Skies will be partly cloudy through the day, with temperatures hovering around 33 degrees Celsius. By nightfall, expect readings close to 24 degrees Celsius. Easterly winds continue to dominate Goa's low atmosphere, keeping conditions stable and rain-free. Dry weather is expected to persist across both North and South Goa, right through the 12th of December, a dependable stretch for travelers, beachgoers, and anyone planning outdoor events. For the fishing community, conditions remain calm along the Goa coast, but there's trouble southwards. From the 8th till 10th of December, squally winds of 45 to 55 km per hour, gusting to 65 km per hour, are expected over the Comoran area and Gulf of Mannar. Fishermen are advised not to venture into these regions during this period. So as Goa settles into another warm and easygoing day, hazy at dawn, bright by noon, and dry throughout, the state continues its December groove without disruption. Dry weather till December 12th. Morning haze mist. Partly cloudy sky. Easterly winds prevail. Maximum and minimum temperature for Sunday 33 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius. Fishermen warning Comoran and Gulf of Mannar. Bureau report Goa365 with inputs from IMD.
That's all from me, Manish Parab, and the entire News Now team here at Goa365. We'll be back tomorrow with more stories that matter. For in-depth reports and exclusive coverage, visit our website at www.goa365.tv, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at @Goa365TV. Stay informed, stay safe, and we'll see you again at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow right here on Goa365.